Cawthon, Tombo defending, returns today, dishes to Marcida. And Cawthon, 5 on the clock. Over Tombo.
That's the kind of defense scouts love to see on the court. MP with the hustle to help alter the shot.
Here's the three. The three-pointer goes.
He's got the game to rally his teammates, and he's an anchor for them offensively.
Knocked away. And it's stolen by MP. Prachumsey. Stolen by Bishop. Fast break. Here we go.
James Marcida is a talented wing who can play at the next level. At 6'10" and 240 pounds, small is not what comes to mind for this small forward.
Oh, no, not at all, Danny. It's noticeable how tall he is, and it's unusual to see that kind of mass in a high school wing. But again, that's the benefit of the international recruiting that North Beverly pulls from.
Leaps for it, and it's going to be out of bounds. The Plainview Panthers will retain possession. We're about 2 minutes into the first quarter. Just 5 on the clock. And he comes up with the deuce.
And look, this is something that scouts notice on a play like that. MP is willing to attack at all 3 levels of the game, including the mid-range.
And now here's Marcida. He's guarded by Prachumsey. Passes to Cawthon. Bishop. Now Day. Back to Bishop. And that one comes off the assist by Javar Day. And you look at the roster for North Beverly and the international feel as they recruit from all over.
Oh, for a high school, it's crazy. They treat their program the way a university would. They look all over for the best talent, not just in Illinois, but all over the world.
Now here's Dermanenko. Passes to Cawthon. Marcida. He's guarded by Prachumsey. Count it.
Wave after wave, the Bearcats create so many paint problems for their opponents. They've surfed those waves all the way to this championship game.
Here's MP. He's got 5. Wells with it. The tray. Nails it from 3.
Wells is demonstrating day in and day out how assertive he is. He's ready to shoot as soon as he catches the pass.
On the wing, James Marcida. No good from outside. And Wells, a transfer to Plainview before the season. He's been a huge part of their success.
Wells knows how to shoot, something you can always use more of. Likely won't make that jump to the college level, though, but he's a great high school player and a really solid 1-2 punch with MP.
The Bearcats trail. Knocks it loose. And it's stolen by MP. And it's blocked by Dermanenko. Marcida up top. Cawthon sets the screen. Shoots over Wells. North Beverly no good on that one either. The drive by MP. Pass to Prachumsey. And lots of contact there, missing the shot, and will shoot 2.
Prachumsey is so disciplined, always hunting for the high percentage look. Hey, pound the ball inside if you can.
And he sinks the second.
And you hate to call him a one-man show, but it fits the bill for MP and Plainview.
They win and lose as a team, but MP is at the center of it all. He's the best player the school has ever had and has put them on his back for this finals run. Now here's Splitter. Back to Cawthon. Johnny Chu shoots the 3. And again, it's the Bearcats missing. MP outside. Dish to Tombo. MP. Back to Tombo. Danny Cawthon with the block. And they'll keep possession. And at the end of one, a closely contested game so far. Plainview ahead, up 3. And stick around for quarter number 2 right after this. Welcome back, everyone. We're here at the United Center. Second quarter of the Illinois State Championship getting underway. Here's the Bearcats with the basketball. They trail by 3. And something to note between these two schools, Plainview has never beaten North Beverly.
Wow, Joe, just lay out the cold hard fact like that? Yeah, I'm not sure I would ever bring that up in the locker room or make the sole point to fire up the squad, but either way, staying undefeated over another team can be a real challenge on that end.
And he ties it to get this game back even.
Look, Cawthon is someone who normally operates down low, but on that one, he showed off his range.
MP with the rock. He's got 5. Fader on the way. Try to bank it in, but it misses.
This is like...
That's a smart shot by the offense, even if it didn't go.
Yeah, he shouldn't hesitate to take it again.
Outside, Chu. With just 5 to shoot. From downtown. The second chance effort. They get it again. And Lee
Jeez, they
gets
get
to go.
some shit, bro.
And no matter how this game goes, what a run it's been for Plainview. The first time they've gotten this far in school history.
And you can tell by how much the town has loved it. Fairy tale ending or not, this has been a year to remember for Plainview. Now here's MP. Rebound by Splitter. Right side, it's Chu. A quick shot there, and it's off target. MP, defended by Chu. And the basket by Tombo.
Looking at my watch because he's making the right play at the right time, guys. Grant Tombo persevering and putting it through.
Passes to Cawthon. Johnny Chu. Ball's knocked loose. And it's stolen by MP. Now here's Rosenberg. And here's MP. Back to Gibson. The 3. North Beverly pulls it in.
Drake, some of these players on these teams have faced off against each other in Club League. Those memories can be an asset in their minds.
Oh, yeah. When you face someone before, those lessons learned may translate to in-game advantages, Danny. And that's the thing. You got to correct past mistakes, keep making adjustments, and get better over time.
Now Chu swings it to Splitter. Cawthon, Tombo defending. For 3, Johnny Chu. He's just scored his first basket with that shot, making him 1 for 4. Plainview trailing. And here's MP. 5 points in the game. It's Tad Gibson on the wing. And he can't answer back.
They
The
give him
three-pointers
3-point shooting
offline.
to slow jump shot.
Dishes to Chu. Over MP. MP with the block.
Let's talk about Danny Cawthon for a moment. The Bearcats power forward loves to clean the glass.
He's got a real pack mentality, too. So when a shot goes up, Cawthon is nearly always in the picture, and he's either boxing out or snagging those boards himself for easy second-chance buckets.
A great part of MP's approach is that even with all the scouting attention, he hasn't shied away from drawing contact or being physical, and he continues to focus on doing the work week in, week out.
Now here's Dermanenko. Poked away. And it's stolen by MP. Fast break, here they come.
This nigga just stopped. These games are worst chaos.
Passes to Wells. Back to MP. Shot clock at 6. Little with it. The 3 is up. MP on the left side. Now Little. Second chance shot. The rebound by Bishop.
He makes a courageous attempt to get inside, but the defense forms a wall and he can't get past.
Outside, Day. So the whistle blows on the shot. 2 free throws for the contact there. That's on Zadirko.
And look, this is why players like Day work so hard on their shooting motion, so they can stay with it even while being fouled.
And so he makes both at the line that time. Plainview with the ball. Trailing by 2. Zadirko, a screen. Here's MP. And the rebound goes to the Bearcats. That free throw, no good. MP up top. Impressive buzzer beater.
And he didn't even break a sweat doing it.
Yeah, confident move, and then you love the execution.
So a tie game here as we finish the first half, and we'll be back in just a moment. And we're back. Illinois State Championship second half action about to restart. And it might be intimidating for some of these players, playing in such a hollowed ground here at the United Center.
I think it's safe to substitute the might for a definitely does. It's bigger here. The sights, the sounds, everything. It's a dream come true for many of these players.
Dermonenko outside. Dishes to Marcida. Over Wells. And Marcida gets it to go.
Guys, we know Marcida is big, but he's also been working really hard to become more skilled, too.
MP with the rock. Now Marcida defending. MP outside. Back to Wells. Shot clock at 5. Good, and the assist goes to MP.
This has been the core focus of Wells' game offensively. He's just so confident in his ability to hit from that range.
Dermonenko outside. Day, guarded by Wells. Had a nice open look right there.
Coach Riley Altman has North Beverly prepared to play this game as if it's on their own home floor.
Oh, Coach Altman is a living legend. He's the most decorated high school coach in Illinois State history. And what's great about him is he doesn't want his players to be overwhelmed by the environment. He wants them to stay focused and in the game plan.
Undersized for a forward, but Tombo has worked on his vertical, and it helps him on the O-boards.
And it's stolen by MP. To the paint. And James Marcito with the block. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Plainview Panthers will retain possession. And Plainview making a change here. Here's MP. 8 points for him. Patrick Wells on the wing. Down to 5 on the shot clock. And here's MP on the outside. The rebound by Bishop. And when you watch Dermonenko on the court for North Beverly, he's as composed as they get at this level.
He's the smallest starter for the Bearcats, but he's sort of like this conductor of a larger-than-life Bearcat orchestra. He moves the symphony, and he collects assists from the giants of North Beverly.
Up top, it's Wells. Good, and the assist goes to MP. MP up to 5 assists now in the contest. Doing a great job involving his team. And the foul called on MP. That's foul number 2 for him. And North Beverly making a change here. Just over 2.5 minutes gone by in the second half. Pass to Leftos. Cawthon on the outside. Dermonenko. Splitter outside. Aslanoglu with it. Back to Splitter. Down low. Clock at 6. Bishop. They get it back. Dermonenko, guarded by Rosenberg. Splitter outside. Cawthon sets the screen. Tries again.
So many of the players for the Panthers have been a part of the Plainview community their whole life. There have been a lot of legacy names.
Some of the kids have fathers and grandfathers that played for Plainview. It's not a large town, but they love their basketball. And he makes the first, so it's both teams. North Beverly leads, and the foul called on MP. That's his third foul so far. Now Chu. Splitter outside. Fires the three. And of course, high school basketball around Chicago as competitive as it gets.
There is a legacy here. Yeah, players are chasing the shadow in the shape of the number 23, and it envelops every court in this city. Basketball could be a ticket, could be the opportunity of a lifetime for these athletes. I think that one could have easily fallen for him.
The D may have done just enough there.
MP covered by Lee, and they double up MP. Passes to Wells. MP. Six to shoot to take the lead. And the rebound goes to the Bearcats. To the middle. Here's Aslanoglu. Foul called that time on the way up. That'll give him 2 chances at the free throw line here. First free throw is good.
And Dillard, another shooter for Plainview. Solid jump shot, but misses a baffling amount of easy layups.
They'll have a few head scratchers each game, Danny. Offense has been clicking lately. Might want to mix things up.
Their mojo is gone. They need a basket just to regain some confidence.
Now here's MP. Again, the miss by the Panthers. They get a hand on it. MP with the steal. And here we go. Looking to get going. And there's the whistle. Fouled hard on the shot. And he'll go to the line. That one on Leftos Aslanoglu.
Well, you know the MP is going to get a swarm of attention when he gets inside. Defenders collapsing down on him, and he scores himself a trip to the line.
And North Beverly making a change here. They're holding on to the slimmest of leads.
And they can't afford to let it shrink.
Outside, Chu. Splitter. Fires from deep. Doesn't get it to drop for him.
And as we know, a lot of colleges have their eyes on this state championship, a number of top recruits.
Oh, if you're a fan of basketball, this is the game to watch. A handful of these players might even make their way to the NBA. But MP, he's the most highly touted athlete out on the floor. And almost all of North Beverly's roster will play college ball somewhere.
4 on the clock. Three-pointer, Patrick Wells. Yes, and it's MP picking up the assist.
Totally in the zone. Wells saw that shot and he knew it was his for the taking.
And the first one drops. And he makes both free throws. Plainview calls the timeout.
They're sending guys to the line way more than they should. Good position defense. That should be the emphasis. Get away from the sloppy fouls.
We're in the fourth quarter here, just under 2.5 minutes gone by. And Ben Bishop, the big man for the Bearcats, 7+ feet in the middle. Hard to miss out on the floor.
Yeah, sticking out on the floor with his height. The mobility is the only question mark for him. He moves like he's 50 years old and drives a minivan. But, man, when he gets into position, he's a load to deal with.
Now here's Dermonenko. Here's Marcita. And again, it's the Bearcats missing. MP outside. Gish to Tombo. Day with the steal. Marcita. Dermonenko outside. Connects it from downtown.
Under immense pressure, Dermonenko rattles this crowd, rising to the occasion and trying to extend the reign of this Bearcat dynasty.
Now here's MP. Back to Wells. The 3-ball. North Beverly pulls it in.
Well, after fighting back into it, he had a chance there to tie it up.
But they've come this far, and they're not going away now.
Marcita with it. He's guarded by Prachumsi. Outside, Marcita. 17-footer on the way. And that one comes off the assist by Javar Day.
It's James Marcita, larger than life, under the bright lights of this championship game. He is locked in.
Outside, Tombo. MP outside. Passes to Wells. MP. Shot to stop the run.
Just need one more assist.
And Ben Bishop, the big man for the Bearcats, 7+ feet in the middle. Hard to miss out on the floor.
Yeah, sticking out on the floor with his height. The mobility is the only question mark for him. He moves like he's 50 years old and drives a minivan. But, man, when he gets into position, he's a load to deal with.
Zadirko's shot is off. On the wing, James Marcita. He's guarded by Prachumsi. Dermonenko outside. 5 to shoot. Here's Marcita. Pass to Day. Dermonenko outside. Returns to Day. Outside, Marcita. Here's Day. Vlad Dermonenko on the wing. Outside, Day. MP with the block. And they force the shot clock violation. Great lockdown defense right there. And just about a minute into this first quarter of play. And you look at the roster for North Beverly and the international feel as they recruit from all over.
Oh, for a high school, it's crazy. They treat their program the way a university would. They look all over for the best talent, not just in Illinois, but all over the world.
A known entity, Patrick Wells has been capable of catch and shooting many teams right out of the gym.
Dermonenko outside. Pass to Bishop. Day, guarded by Wells. The double on Marcita. 6 on the shot clock. Puts one up from 19. Shot's good by Cawthon.
They rely on him to produce, and he's certainly been up to the task.
Now about 2 minutes have gone by here in the first. Wells outside. Now here's MP. Back to Wells. And a miss there on the triple.
Let's talk about Danny Cawthon for a moment. The Bearcats power forward loves to clean the glass.
He's got a real pack mentality, too. So when a shot goes up, Cawthon is nearly always in the picture, and he's either boxing out or snagging those boards himself for easy second-chance buckets.
Moving well with the ball. MP using his dribble to get some room to find a bucket.
The Bearcats trail. And it's stolen by MP. Gish to Tombo. And so he earns a trip to the line. Officials saw contact and he'll shoot 2. The first one falls.
Respect is the first word that Panthers coaches and fans have for Grant Thomas. When they're working weekly on building his vertical and his physical abilities and his effort, it's never been in question.
Outside, shoot. They set the pick. Now 3 minutes have gone by here in the opening frame. For 3. And again, it's the Bearcats missing.
James Marcita is a talented wing who can play at the next level. At 6'10" and 240 pounds, small is not what comes to mind for this small forward.
Oh, no, not at all, Danny. It's noticeable how tall he is. And it's unusual to see that kind of mass in a high school wing. But again, that's the benefit of the international recruiting that North Beverly pulls from.
Now Leftos. Bishop. From down in the low post, it goes. Just over 3.5 minutes gone here in the first. Here's MP. Good work there as it goes.
Focused finish by young MP. He's such a cool customer.
Their offense has stagnated.
It's been hard to watch. They need a bucket, and soon.
It's rebounded by Plainview. Inside, Tombo. Great D that time from Leftos. And Wells, a transfer to Plainview before the season, he's been a huge part of their success.
Wells knows how to shoot, something you can always use more of. Likely won't make that jump to the college level, though, but he's a great high school player and a really solid 1-2 punch with MP.
Now here's MP. To the inside. And James Marcito with the block.
Take that. Marcita sending a message.
Pass to Bishop. And then Bishop comes in with a dunk.
He pads his stats a little bit on that play. The board and the bucket.
And you know that'll put him in the good graces of his coaching staff, too.
Hard work on the offensive glass always does. His fans will remember the jam, but the coaches will love the rebound.
And Patrick Wells outside. First quarter wrapping up here, and it's a tie game. And we'll be back in a moment for the second quarter. Welcome back, everyone. We're here at the United Center. Second quarter of the Illinois State Championship getting underway. And so with it, it's North Beverly. And something to note between these two schools, Plainview has never beaten North Beverly.
Wow, Joe, just lay out the cold hard fact like that? Yeah, I'm not sure I would ever bring that up in the locker room or make the sole point to fire up the squad, but either way, staying undefeated over another team can be a real challenge on that end.
Over to the wing. Back to Aslanoglu. For 3, Johnny Chu.
MP is active and engaged defensively. Excellent contest.
Chu, no good. MP outside. They kick out to Gibson. Back to MP. Clock at 6. Three-pointer. It's hauled in by Lee.